Have you ever wondered why some Geminis seem to navigate life with such ease while others constantly struggle to find their way? If you were born under the sign of Gemini, this video will reveal 12 fundamental steps that can completely transform your trajectory in 2025. And look, I'm not talking about vague advice you've heard 1,000 times. I'm talking about specific strategies that respect the dual and restless nature of Geminis, the same nature that's often seen as a flaw, but is actually their greatest superpower when well directed. What you'll discover here in the next few dozen minutes could be the difference between continuing to feel lost and scattered, or finally finding the focus and prosperity you so desperately seek. These steps aren't just theory. They're tested practices that take into account Gemini's quick and versatile mind, transforming what many consider restlessness into a driving force for success. But be careful, because if you don't apply these strategies now, you could miss out on the unique opportunities that 2025 has to offer specifically for your sign. So stay with me until the end because the 12th step will completely surprise you. Step 1. Accept your dual nature. The first step to Gemini prosperity is to stop fighting your own nature. How many times have you heard that you need to focus on just one thing, that having too many interests is a problem? Well, it's time to throw that advice out the window. Your dual nature isn't a flaw that needs to be fixed. It's literally your competitive edge in the modern world. While others are stuck in a single way of thinking, you can see situations from multiple perspectives simultaneously. This is pure gold in a world that constantly changes. Accepting your duality means recognizing that you have different facets of your personality, and that they are all valuable. Perhaps in the morning you are more analytical and rational, and in the afternoon more creative and intuitive. Instead of seeing this as inconsistency, see it as versatility. Use each facet of your personality at the most appropriate time. If you have an important meeting that requires critical analysis, schedule it for the time when your rational mind is most active. If you need to create something new or solve a problem innovatively, choose the moments when your creativity is at its peak. Many Geminis spend their entire lives trying to fit into molds that weren't made for them. They stop accepting interesting projects because they think they should only have one passion. They reject opportunities because they don't fit into the linear career path society imposes. This internal resistance is what most hinders Gemini's prosperity. When you stop fighting with yourself and start working in favor of your nature, everything flows much more easily. Your duality also manifests in the way you relate to people. You can be deep in one conversation and lighthearted in the next, serious when the situation demands it and fun when it's time to relax. This ability to adapt your communication style makes you extremely charismatic and influential. People naturally gravitate toward Geminis because you can make anyone feel understood and welcomed. Use this gift to your advantage in all areas of life. Step 2. Turn curiosity into expertise. Your natural curiosity is like a mining tool that can extract gold from any situation. But most Geminis make the same mistake. They stay on the surface of everything. The second step to prosperity is learning to transform this curiosity into real expertise. I'm not saying you should specialize in just one area. That would go against your nature. I'm talking about building depth in several areas that truly matter to your goals. The strategy is simple but powerful. Choose 3 to 5 areas that genuinely spark your curiosity and have the potential to generate prosperity. Could be technology, communications, art, business, psychology, any combination that makes sense to you. Then, instead of jumping from topic to topic aimlessly, dedicate consistent time to diving deep into these chosen areas. Use your ease of learning to become someone who not only knows a little about everything, but who truly masters several important things. The modern world values multidisciplinary professionals. Companies look for people who can connect the dots between different areas, who can translate complex concepts from one field to another. Your curious and connective mind is perfect for this. When you combine in-depth knowledge of digital marketing with behavioral psychology, for example, you become far more valuable than someone who only knows one of these areas. Use your inquisitive nature to ask questions others don't. In meetings, be the person who asks why things are done a certain way, who suggests innovative combinations between different approaches. Your curiosity, when strategically directed, can identify opportunities that go unnoticed by more linear minds. Make a habit of documenting your discoveries and connections. Keep a notebook or digital file where you jot down interesting insights, connections between different areas of knowledge, and ideas that emerge during your explorations. This practice will transform your spontaneous curiosity into a personal database of knowledge that can be monetized in various ways. Step 3. Master the art of strategic communication. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, and this is no coincidence. You have a natural talent for expressing yourself, but most waste this gift by talking too much about the wrong things. The third step to prosperity is learning to use your communication strategically, not just expressively. Every word that comes out of your mouth should have a clear purpose: to inform, persuade, connect, or inspire. Start by observing how you currently communicate. Do you have a habit of saying everything on your mind? Of providing unnecessary details? Of changing the subject in the middle of important conversations? These patterns, while natural for Geminis, may be sabotaging your opportunities for prosperity. Important people may interpret your communication as a lack of focus or seriousness. Learn to adapt your communication to your audience. With more technical colleagues, be more direct and structured. With creative people, allow yourself to be more expressive and use interesting analogies. With superiors or investors, be concise and focused on results. Your communicative versatility is a superpower when used consciously. Develop the ability to tell engaging stories. Geminis naturally think in narratives and connections, but many don't know how to structure these stories in an impactful way. Learn about storytelling, how to create narrative tension, how to use strategic pauses, and how to connect emotionally with your audience. This skill can open doors in any area of your life. Use your ease of communication to build a solid network. I'm not talking about superficial networking, but genuine connections based on value exchange. Offer your unique perspective, ask smart questions, and be memorable for the right reasons. Your natural ability to make people feel interesting and understood is pure gold in the world of business and professional relationships. If you're enjoying these exclusive strategies for Geminis, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any content. And let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing that our family of followers is spread far and wide. Your interaction strengthens our community and motivates me to create even better content for you. Step 4. Create systems for your natural dispersal. Here's a truth few people talk about. Trying to force Geminis to be linear and focused like other signs is a recipe for failure. The fourth smart step is to create systems that work with their natural dispersion, not against it. Instead of fighting your tendency to have multiple projects and interests, create structures that allow you to navigate between them productively. The first essential system is idea capture. As a Gemini, your mind constantly churns out ideas, and most of them get lost because you don't have a reliable system for capturing them. Always have a way to quickly jot down any insights or ideas that arise. It could be an app on your phone, a notebook, voice recordings, whatever works best for you. The important thing is that it's quick and always accessible. Also create a project rotation system. Instead of abandoning projects halfway through when your attention shifts, establish intentional cycles. For example, work 2 hours on one project, take a break, then dedicate time to another. Your mind works best with variety, so honor this when creating your work routine. Develop transition rituals between different activities. It could be deep breathing, a specific song, a brisk walk, anything that signals to your brain that you're switching contexts. This helps you stay present in each activity, even when you're switching between several throughout the day. Use visual tools to organize your multifaceted life. Kanban boards, mind maps, colorful calendars, any visual system that allows you to see all your projects and commitments clearly. Your visual mind needs this external organization to function at its full potential. Set conscious limits on your distractions. Yes, you can have multiple interests, but establish a maximum number of active projects at any one time. 3 to 5 main projects are usually a sustainable number for most Geminis. When a new and tempting opportunity arises, evaluate whether it's worth pausing something already in progress, or if it's better to put the idea aside for the future. Step 5. Monetize your versatility. Gemini's versatility shouldn't be seen simply as an interesting personal trait, but as a real financial asset. The fifth step to prosperity is learning to consciously monetize your ability to navigate between different areas with ease. In today's world, which is constantly changing and demands adaptability, Your versatility is worth a lot of money. Start by identifying the different skills you possess. I'm not just talking about technical competencies, but also behavioral skills, diverse knowledge, and varied experiences. Make a complete list of everything you know how to do, from the obvious to the subtle skills you consider irrelevant. Often, it's precisely in these unusual combinations that the greatest opportunities lie. Look for problems that exist at the intersection of different fields. For example, if you understand technology and art, there may be a lucrative opportunity helping traditional artists digitalize. If you know psychology and marketing, you could specialize in persuasive communication for businesses. Your ability to transition between different worlds allows you to identify needs that specialists in a single field miss. Develop multiple income streams that leverage different aspects of your personality. Perhaps you can have a main job that utilizes your analytical skills, a side project that explores your creativity, and even offer consulting services that combine both skills. This diversification not only increases your overall income, but also satisfies your need for variety. Position yourself as a connector or translator between different areas. Companies constantly need people who can bridge departments, who can translate technical language into business terms, who can adapt strategies from one area to another. Your natural ability to make connections is extremely valuable in the job market. Use your versatility to create unique products or services. Combine expertise from different fields to offer something no one else in the market offers. This uniqueness allows you to charge premium prices and build a strong personal brand based on your unique ability to combine different expertise. Step 6. Cultivate strategic relationships. Geminis have a natural advantage in building relationships due to their ease of communication and genuine interest in people. The sixth step to prosperity is to transform this natural ability into a conscious networking strategy that opens doors and creates lasting opportunities. I'm not talking about superficial or opportunistic networking, but about building authentic connections that benefit all parties involved. Your natural curiosity about people is an incredible asset. While others ask basic questions at networking events, you are naturally interested in the unique details of each person's story, their passion projects, and the challenges they face. Use this genuine curiosity to create memorable conversations that stand out from the superficiality typical of these environments. Become known as a connector. Your mind naturally makes associations and sees patterns, so use this skill to connect people in your circle who could benefit from each other. When you introduce two people who end up doing business together or collaborating on interesting projects, you become valuable to both. Be the person people turn to when they need referrals or partnerships. Consciously diversify your network. While many people limit themselves to knowing only colleagues in the same field, you should leverage your versatility to build relationships across a variety of sectors. Make connections in technology, the arts, business, education, and areas that spark your curiosity. This diversity creates unique opportunities for collaboration and innovation. Keep in regular contact with important people in your network, but do so in a genuine and helpful way. Instead of generic messages asking how things are going, send interesting articles, share relevant opportunities, and ask specific questions about projects you remember the person working on. Your attention to detail and genuine interest will make you stand out. Use your many facets to connect with different types of people in diverse contexts. Perhaps your intellectual side connects well with academics and researchers, while your creative side resonates with artists and innovators. Don't try to be the same person in every context. Allow different aspects of your personality to shine depending on the environment and the people you're interacting with. Step 7. Master timing and cycles. One of Gemini's biggest struggles is dealing with timing. They want everything now, constantly have ideas, and often start projects at the wrong time or abandon things that were about to succeed. The seventh step to prosperity is developing a sophisticated understanding of timing and cycles, both personal and external, to maximize your chances of success. First, learn to recognize your own energy and creativity cycles. Every Gemini has natural periods of high mental energy and periods of need for rest and processing. Instead of fighting these cycles or feeling guilty during low energy periods, consciously map them. For a few weeks, write down when you feel most creative, most analytical, most social, and most introspective. Use this knowledge to plan your most important activities during peak energy times. Also develop sensitivity to external cycles. Mercury, your ruling planet, has retrograde periods that can affect communication and decision-making. Economic cycles, seasonality in your sector, cultural trends, all these external factors can influence the success of your projects. I'm not saying you should become superstitious, but rather develop strategic awareness about when to launch, when to wait, and when to make adjustments. Learn the art of timing in communication. Your natural tendency may be to express ideas as soon as they arise, but that's not always the ideal moment. Develop the ability to save strategic information for the right moment, to make proposals when the context is favorable, to broach sensitive topics when people are receptive. This awareness of timing can multiply the effectiveness of your communication. Create systems to capture ideas that arrive at the wrong time. Because your mind is so active, you'll have brilliant ideas at inappropriate times. Instead of losing these ideas or getting distracted from what you're doing, have systems in place to quickly capture them and revisit them at the appropriate time. This allows you to stay focused on the present while honoring the spontaneous nature of your creativity. Use your versatility to always have projects at different stages of development. While one project is in the early research phase, another may be in progress, and a third may be nearing completion. This temporal diversification allows you to always have something productive to do, regardless of your energy state or external circumstances. Step 8. Transform anxiety into productive action. Gemini's racing mind can be both a blessing and a curse. When well directed, this mental energy creates brilliant innovations and solutions. When mismanaged, it turns into anxiety, excessive worry, and unproductive distraction. The 8th step to prosperity is learning specific techniques to channel your anxious mental energy into productive, focused action. First, understand that your anxiety often stems from having too many possibilities in your head simultaneously. Your mind can see multiple future scenarios, multiple consequences for each decision, multiple opportunities that could be missed. This is a superpower when controlled, but it can be paralyzing when not directed. The key is to create external processes to organize this internal mental abundance. Develop the habit of doing regular brain dumps. Set aside 15 minutes every day to write down everything that's going through your head, without filtering or organizing. Worries, ideas, tasks, reflections, everything goes down on paper. This process frees up mental space and allows you to objectively see what truly deserves your immediate attention versus what can be filed away for later. Turn worries into action plans. When your mind starts ruminating on possible future problems, pause and ask, what specifically can I do today to better prepare for this situation? If action is possible, make a plan. If there's nothing you can do at the moment, consciously choose to focus your energy on something within your control. Use mindful breathing techniques to calm your mind when it's racing. Square breathing works especially well for Geminis. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, hold empty for 4 counts. Repeat this cycle a few times whenever you feel your mind racing faster than you can productively process. Create transition rituals between different activities. Your fast-paced mind can become overwhelmed when you jump from context to context without pausing. Develop small rituals that signal to your brain that you're shifting focus. Deep breathing, washing your hands, stretching your neck. Any simple physical action that creates a conscious pause between different mental demands. Channel your anxious energy into creative or physical projects. When your mind is too busy for work that requires deep concentration, redirect that energy to activities that benefit from intensity. Brainstorming, cleaning and organizing, physical exercise, artistic projects. Use the energy instead of fighting it. Step 9. Build multiple sources of security. Geminis have a complex relationship with security. On the one hand, their adventurous nature constantly pushes them out of their comfort zone. On the other hand, their analytical mind can see all the possible risks in any situation. The 9th step to prosperity is to build multiple sources of security that allow you to be courageous and experimental without compromising your basic stability. The first source of security is financial, but not in the traditional way. Instead of relying on a single source of income, as most people do, consciously build multiple income streams that leverage different aspects of your versatility. Have a stable main income, but also develop complementary sources. Freelance work, side projects, investments, royalties, anything that diversifies your financial resources. Also build security through knowledge. Your natural curiosity should be directed toward acquiring skills that will always be valuable, regardless of economic or technological changes. Communication, problem-solving, adaptability, critical thinking. These meta-competencies are like professional life insurance. Invest time developing skills that transcend specific sectors. Build a strong and diverse network of relationships that serves as a social and professional safety net. Meet people in different fields, maintain genuine relationships with colleagues and former colleagues, and be helpful to others regularly. When you need help, advice, or opportunities, this network will be invaluable. Geminis naturally thrive with people, so use this advantage strategically. Develop multiple career options that leverage transferable skills. Instead of specializing in something so specific that you're vulnerable to market changes, cultivate expertise in related areas that offer flexibility. If you work in digital marketing, for example, also develop knowledge in sales, consumer psychology, and data analysis. This horizontal versatility creates multiple career options. Constantly build a pipeline of opportunities. Even when you're satisfied with your current situation, stay alert to other interesting possibilities. Attend events, stay in touch with recruiters, and stay up to date on trends in your industry. I'm not talking about always looking for something else, but about keeping options open that can be activated if needed. Cultivate emotional security through self-awareness. The more you understand your own reactions, patterns, and needs, the less dependent you are on external circumstances to feel good. Invest in therapy, coaching, meditation, journaling, and any practice that deepens your understanding of yourself. This internal security is the foundation that enables all other types of experimentation and growth. Step 10. Create your own productivity rhythm. Traditional productivity doesn't work for Geminis. Linear methods, rigid routines, and singular focus are like prisons for a mind that functions best with variety and flexibility. The 10th step to prosperity is to create a personalized productivity system that honors your nature, while ensuring important things get done consistently. Forget the idea that you need to work 9 to 5 with absolute focus on one task at a time. Your mind works best alternating between different types of activities throughout the day. Try working in smaller blocks of time, perhaps an hour or two, then switching to something completely different. This variation keeps your mind engaged and prevents boredom that can sabotage your productivity. Develop different work modes for different types of tasks. Perhaps you have a creative mode for brainstorming and idea generation, an analytical mode for data analysis and planning, a communicative mode for meetings and presentations, and an organizational mode for administrative tasks. Each mode can have specific rituals, environments, and tools that optimize your performance. Use your ease with technology to create flexible productivity systems. Task management apps that allow for quick reorganization, idea capture tools that sync across devices, smart reminder systems that adapt to your schedule. Your natural affinity for digital tools can be a great ally in creating personalized productivity systems. Learn to work with your natural energy instead of against it. If you're more creative in the morning, reserve that time for work that requires innovation. If you're more social in the afternoon, schedule meetings and networking opportunities during that time. If you have energy spikes at unusual times, adapt your schedule to take advantage of those moments. Real productivity comes from working with your natural rhythms, not against them. Create regular milestones and celebrations to maintain motivation. Your curious mind can lose interest in long projects if there aren't exciting milestones along the way. Break large projects into smaller steps with mini celebrations. Create rituals to mark important achievements, and find ways to maintain an element of novelty and discovery, even in routine tasks. Develop the ability to be productive, even when you're not having your best day. Create a list of simple mechanical tasks that can be completed when your creative energy is low. Organizing files, responding to routine emails, basic research. Anything that keeps you productive without demanding your best mental performance. This prevents bad days from turning into unproductive weeks. Step 11. Monetize your learning capacity. One of Gemini's greatest competitive advantages in the modern world is their natural ability to learn new things quickly. While others might take months to master a new skill, you can absorb fundamental concepts in weeks or even days. The 11th step to prosperity is to transform this learning speed into a direct source of income and opportunities. Position yourself as a professional early adopter. Whenever new technologies, trends, or methodologies emerge in your field, be one of the first to learn and master them. Your natural curiosity and ease of learning allow you to offer expertise in areas where there is still little competition. This allows you to charge premium prices and be recognized as a reference on emerging topics. Transform your learning process into valuable content. Document your learning journeys through blogs, videos, podcasts, or social media. Many people benefit from seeing someone learn something new in real time, with all the questions and discoveries that are part of the process. This transparency creates connection and can generate monetization opportunities through an engaged audience. Develop the ability to teach and transfer knowledge clearly. Your ability to learn quickly only becomes truly valuable when you can share that knowledge with others effectively. Practice explaining complex concepts in simple language, create analogies that facilitate understanding, and develop teaching methods that accelerate others' learning. Use your learning speed to specialize in high-demand areas. Identify which skills are most in demand in the market and match your natural interests. Dedicate intensive time to mastering these skills before they become saturated. Your mental agility allows you to surf the waves of demand in the job market. Create educational products based on your accumulated knowledge. Online courses, ebooks, workshops, specialized consulting. Any format that allows you to monetize the knowledge you constantly absorb. Because you learn quickly and in a diverse way, you can create unique educational products that combine insights from different fields. Become a transformation and innovation consultant. Companies constantly need to adapt to technological changes, new regulations, and market trends. Your ability to learn quickly and see connections between different fields makes you a valuable advisor to organizations that need to navigate complex changes. Position yourself as someone who can help companies adapt quickly to new scenarios. Step 12. Build a multifaceted legacy. The final step, but perhaps the most important for Gemini's lasting prosperity, is to think beyond immediate success and build a legacy that honors your multifaceted nature. I'm not just talking about financial success, but about creating a meaningful impact that leverages all the unique aspects of your personality and continues to generate value even after you're no longer actively involved. First, accept that your legacy will likely be different from that of other signs. While some may leave a profound mark in a single area, your legacy will be more like a web of interconnected influences. You can impact multiple areas in a moderate way, creating bridges between different fields, inspiring innovation through unusual connections, and being remembered as someone who managed to unite worlds that seemed separate. Consciously document your journey and learnings. Because you experience so many different things throughout your life, you have access to unique insights into how different areas connect, how trends emerge, how change happens. Keep records of these observations through journals, blogs, videos, podcasts, books, any format that preserves your discoveries for future generations. Your reflections can be valuable to other Geminis who come after you. Mentor people who demonstrate similar versatility. One of the most powerful ways to create a legacy is to help others develop their unique potential. Look for young professionals who demonstrate natural curiosity, interest in multiple fields, and a difficulty choosing just one path. Share strategies that have worked for you, help them see your versatility as an advantage, and guide them through the specific challenges that multifaceted people face. Create projects or initiatives that can survive without your constant presence. This could be a company with a strong culture of innovation, a nonprofit that connects professionals from different fields, an online platform that facilitates interdisciplinary collaborations. Anything that continues to generate value and impact, even when you decide to focus your attention elsewhere. Use your communication skills to influence important conversations in society. Geminis have a natural ability to translate complex concepts into accessible language, to connect groups that don't normally communicate, and to facilitate dialogue between different perspectives. Use this skill to contribute to discussions on topics important to the future of humanity. Invest in relationships that transcend commercial transactions. Build genuine friendships, be a valuable member of the communities you participate in, and contribute to causes you believe in. Your legacy will not only be measured by what you have accumulated, but also by how much you have contributed to the well-being of the people around you and the communities that have been part of your journey. These 12 steps aren't just strategies for achieving material success. They're a roadmap for living authentically and prosperously as a Gemini. Each step recognizes and harnesses unique aspects of your nature, rather than trying to force you into molds created for other personalities. When you stop fighting your own nature and start working with it, prosperity becomes not only possible, but inevitable. Remember that true prosperity isn't just about having money. It's about living a life that harnesses your unique talents, that offers variety and constant growth, that allows you to contribute meaningfully to the world. As a Gemini, you have the potential to create a life extraordinarily rich in experiences, relationships, learning, and impact. These steps are your roadmap for turning that potential into tangible reality. The year 2025 offers special opportunities for Geminis who are willing to embrace their multifaceted nature and use their unique characteristics strategically. Don't waste time trying to be someone you're not. Use these steps to be the best version of yourself and build the prosperity you deserve. Now tell me, which of these 12 steps caught your attention the most? Which will you start applying in your life today? And if you know other Geminis who could benefit from these strategies, share this video with them. Together, we can help more people transform their natural versatility into real prosperity. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any exclusive content. Your journey to prosperity as a Gemini starts now.